Charles and Anna lived with their children, James, Mike, and Lily. Charles worked in an accounts firm, while Anna was a housewife. James was in 7th class, while Mike and Lily studied in 5th and 4th. Anna managed the home well. She was also very good at cooking. Charles loved her cooking very much, but the children often didn't like it. Sometimes they said it was too spicy. Sometimes they said they didn't like the taste. Anna felt sad, but she said nothing. Charles noticed and tried to calm things. Actually, the children liked to order food online. They often ordered pizza and burgers. One Sunday, they were having lunch together. James looked at his plate of spaghetti and frowned a little.
"It's too plain,"
he said and gently pushed it aside. Charles smiled.
"It's good. Try a little more."
Mike ate a few bites from his plate of rice and chicken, then shook his head.
"I don't really like it,"
he said and stopped. Lily did the same and left her food half-eaten. James looked at Charles.
"Dad, please order pizza for us."
Lily nodded quickly.
"Yes, and burgers too,"
Charles said firmly.
"No, this is home food. Finish it."
But they didn't eat anymore. Charles sighed and said,
"Okay. I will order."
Anna looked at the table. The plates were still half full. She sighed but stayed quiet. One day, Anna's sister Sarah came to visit from another city, with her daughter Ava, who was in 4th class. They talked for a while, and then ANS served lunch. Everyone sat together at the table. James looked at his plate of roasted chicken and rice.
"It's too dry,"
he said and pushed it aside. Mike looked at his plate of pasta and salad.
"It's too plain. I can't taste it,"
he said and stopped eating. Lily poked her grilled vegetables and mashed potatoes.
"I don't like the taste,"
she said and left it. Charles tried to smile.
"It's fine. Just try to eat."
Sarah noticed Anna's smile fading. Ava looked at Anna and smiled.
"But I liked it. Auntie, you cook very well."
Anna smiled gently.
"Thank you, dear."
After a while, James stood up.
"Dad, please order pizza for us."
Mike and Lily also stood up. Charles sighed but nodded slowly. After lunch, Charles ordered food. The kids were sitting and watching a movie, and Ava was with them. Anna brought a mug of tea for Sarah and sat beside her. Sarah looked at her quietly.
"They don't like home food."
Anna looked down.
"What can I do?"
she said quietly. Sarah smiled.
"You don't know how to control them, but I know."
Anna looked at her, surprised.
"What will you do?"
Sarah leaned a little closer.
"I have a plan."
Anna listened carefully, then hesitated.
But
Sarah smiled and stopped her.
no buts. Just watch.
Anna nodded slowly. That evening, Anna was sitting in the lounge, feeling a little tired. James came to her.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Anna touched her forehead.
Oh, I have a headache.
Just then, Mike and Lily came in with Ava. Lily spoke quickly.
Mom, what will we eat?
Mike added.
Dad will come late. We can't order online.
They all looked at Sarah. Sarah sat back and said,
I can't do anything. I'm tired from the long travel.
Then she looked at them and said,
Why don't you all make something?
James looked surprised.
We?
Sarah smiled.
Of course. Ava made food when I was sick.
Ava nodded quickly.
Sure, I'll help you all in the kitchen.
James nodded and walked toward the kitchen. Mike, Lily, and Ava followed him. James looked around and said,
Okay, let's make something.
Mike frowned.
But what?
James thought for a moment.
I'll make noodles.
Lily said.
I can make sandwiches.
Ava smiled.
I'll help both of you.
They started working. James tried to cook, but the noodles almost stuck to the pan.
Oh no!
He said, quickly stirring. Mike started cutting vegetables for the noodles. He cut them unevenly. Lily laughed.
What are these shapes?
Mike smiled.
It's fine. It will still taste okay.
Lily picked up the bread and spread sauce. But too much came out.
Oops,
She said. Ava smiled and helped her.
not too much, like this.
Lily nodded. Ava kept helping them. After some time, the kitchen got messy. They looked at each other and laughed.
Cooking is not easy.
Lily said. Finally, they finished and looked at their food.
It's done.
James said, smiling a little. Soon, they served dinner. Everyone started eating. Sarah took a bite of the noodles and paused.
The vegetables are a bit hard.
She said. Anna stayed quiet. James' face fell as he looked at his noodles. Mike also stopped eating. Sarah then tried the sandwich and nodded slightly.
And this bread feels a little dry.
Lily looked down at her sandwich and stayed silent. Sarah noticed their reactions and said gently,
This is exactly how your mom feels when her food is judged like this.
The room went quiet. James lowered his head.
Sorry, Mom.
Mike nodded.
Sorry.
Lily also said softly.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Anna smiled gently and said,
It's okay.
Sarah looked at them and smiled.
That's all I wanted you to understand.
Sarah and Anna looked at each other and smiled quietly. The plan had worked.